moving to Virgo. Cancer too. Okay, we're doing Virgo, sun, moon, or rising. We do focus on the sun sign. So if it is rising and moon, it could be cross-watcher energy. So it could be same story, but opposite energies. Virgo, we are struggle busing some emotional circumstances, and we're trying to figure out what we want to do through it, who we want to be through it. And it's coming out in a very neurodivergent way. That's the best way I could describe it. It's, getting very overstimulated, getting very overwhelmed, noise, very much sensory, temperature, sound, taste, panic attacks, feeling very spiritually and emotionally fatigued, very burnt out, feeling like I'm tired of trying to look at the bright side. I just feel like I was tricking myself or wishful thinking. But and then we had the same card as Cancer, so Cancer reading energy might resonate, but Cancer is also the 4th house of the home, so this could be stressed out because of what's going on in your home, stressed out because of family emotion connections. Mother lineage energy is with the Cancer house too, so when I see the cards double down like that, I just kind of take it as, oh, that could be that house, or it could just be referencing that reading. But it is giving the same warning about the caffeine and about any kind of carbonation, also allowing us to feel really, really wired. And there is a definite making the same face, like Spirit's doubling down that this is very much tied to this. Not that it is the same. There could be additional neurodivergencies, there could be additional sensitivities already amplified, and you're creating an inflammation within your system that your system usually can handle, or process something that it can't because it's overstimulated. It's already maxed out on its capacity to keep you alive, much less do all this additional mental labor or emotional labor. It'll cut those sides of you off because technically you don't have to be happy to survive. It just wants you alive, and there's some kind of survival energy that we're either coming out of. So it could be a lot of circumstances that were happening, it could be information that we learned, which I'm going to look into, but this is just where we start. So going into April, they are warning about the amount of caffeine intake and about not needing to go out into crowds if you don't have to, if you have the ability. Yes, you get better deals with the sale and the 50% off and things like that by going in person, but if it's too much for your nervous system, then we need to figure some kind of balance out. Maybe we have a friend or someone help us. Maybe you can even like FaceTime them and they can go to the store on your behalf if they're willing to do something like that. And it's okay, Virgo, to ask for help and resources and support from the people that love and care and nurture you, and it is not a burden under any circumstances for you to need that support and nurture and resources. So April might be a month that you need to lean on your tribe, and that's okay. There are seasons and circumstances in which you need to do that. Here you are manifesting time to relax, time to sleep, time to rest, time to just not feel burnt out constantly. And in April, I do see the opportunity to rest coming in and being able to prioritize rest and having an opportunity to do that. There is a financial situation with it though. We don't want to fake it until we make it. We want to make sure that if we make this decision, it could be taking a hiatus off from work. It could be taking a vacation. It could be, I definitely feel like you're not doing anything but focusing on you. And April's giving you the opportunity to not have to physically work a lot. You could have gotten a refund and had some days stacked to take off so you can afford it. Like, this doesn't feel like we're going to fake our resources to make this work. We definitely need to be wise with our resources, as the warning, but it does see that you're going to be able to have some time like that to yourself, and definitely time to mind your own business, relax, and take care of yourself in April. There is an opportunity financially that they would like you to try again. This is something that you tried to make money in, or you tried to do in the past. This does not feel like an old job. This does not feel like a 9-to-5. This feels like somebody who had a hobby, or somebody who really liked to do something and they tried to do it, or they tried to sell it and it didn't quite work out. It wasn't that. That was your test phase. That was your apprenticeship phase. That was for you to learn and to understand you had that skill and that resource, and that you could eventually make money. There's a divine timing here with the perfect timing, meaning that if we were to try it again during this season of rest and focus, maybe it was something you did to get your mind off of things, and it can be very financially fruitful for us. It's now the perfect timing, whereas before it wasn't necessarily feeling like that was the path. Now, what are we going through? I don't know. If you're in a relationship, Virgo, you definitely were concerned about a third party in the past, or someone getting in between the relationship, because we did have the 3 of Cups with the breakup with this person. I'm bored, and this person going to someone else saying, oh, my partner hurt me, oh, my partner has done this, or I don't like this. Or even if it was just going to somebody else that they claimed was just a friend for advice, but the advice was very close and emotional and more like, I could replace them, I could do better. You got hurt. Whatever you saw, whatever you were feeling, whatever that gut intuition is, it's going to hurt, because that other person's intentions, not your partner's, the other person's. Now it's up to you to decide what you want to do. If when you talk to your partner and you make a boundary of the comfortability level, what your partner says. I'm not saying cut people out of other people's lives, but are you and your partner willing to have a conversation on what a boundary looks like when someone is intentionally trying to get in between a relationship, trying to get in between a business, trying to get in between the things that you're building and collaborating? April is going to be testing something getting in between what you're building and collaborating. There's still collaborations, so check Leo's reading as well. There is abundance and collaborations that can come in, and maybe it's in this thing that you're going to try again, but it's giving the vibe of something coming in between instead, right? There is a last judgment and a higher authority coming through. Last judgment, final judgment on the situation, having a final conversation about the situation, and then moving forward. And if this person decides to move forward in a different direction, being perfectly okay and comfortable, and knowing that the next steps are going to be there to take care of yourself, regardless of what they choose to do. If you are single, Virgo, be very careful with people who want to come in to disrupt the things that you're expanding, the things that you're looking at. If you are talking to someone and you're in the early phases and you have somebody who's always giving you that feeling that they want the things that you have, don't rush to introduce them to your partner right away, or don't rush to tell them about the people and the situations and things you've got going on. You have some kind of divine guidance and higher authority. This could also be actual legitimate knowledge on the subject. I feel like in this situation it's like you have some kind of education or some kind of advancement in this particular circumstance that's coming up, that other people may not have as much skills and resources as. So it's almost like you could see through people very easily. So I do think if you're single, you're going to be able to see through the people and weed through them to find the person that you're looking for. If you're in a relationship, you're seeing through some other people's lives and stuff. In a higher authority, that's like a karmic justice / justice kind of way. Also, giving the idea of the chess, so playing it smart and playing chess while they could be playing checkers.